Hi guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Today we are back with the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game. Today we're going to do Vietnam. The reason why is because, again, I was choosing random popular countries that I did in 2010, and Vietnam is arguably my most popular run that I've done recently. I mean, all videos that I did in that qualifying run got well over the amount of views that I wanted them to get, and also as well, it's always been a requested nation. Like, I always get Vietnamese people or anybody really come on and say, can you do Vietnam again on 2014? Can you do them again? Can you do them again? I'm like, yeah, okay, I will, but I won't be doing a qualifying run with Vietnam today because that might spoil what I have planned later on near Christmas. So I'm just going to do a basic run with Vietnam, and I've changed some of the teams in this World Cup as well to make it slightly easier. But of course, as you know, we play this game now on world-class difficulty. Vietnam are a half-star team. Currently, we're in a group with Latvia, the Netherlands and Peru. Obviously, as you know, I mix the World Cup up. I mix the groups up. We only do it once if you're new here. So, in 3, 2, 1, boom. And our group is... Really? What? I literally just... Did it just shuffle the same groups but just move them around? Am I right in saying that, or did it just not do it? Want to try and get out the group stage with Vietnam. I know that sounds like I'm trying to manipulate it to be in my favour, but I'm not, because otherwise I just go through here and just go, oh yeah, I'll put Laos here, oh yeah, I'll put Haiti here as well. So I'm going to shuffle it in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we have got Group C, Vietnam, FYR, Macedonia, Egypt and Laos. So that group is actually looking very nice for me. I mean, Macedonia and Egypt, I'd say, are the biggest teams in there. And Laos is actually a neighbouring country of Vietnam. So that'll be an interesting match, even if we do go out in the group stage. So this is the Vietnam squad from 2014. There's a few names I actually do recognise from the 2010 game. Of course, the games are only 4 years apart, so of course you're going to have some players that still play on the Vietnam team and other teams as well. So I noticed Lee Kong Vin, he actually played in my 2010 run and he got bagged himself a few goals, sorry. Our first match of this 2014 random World Cup is against Macedonia. So Vietnam in World Cup qualifying in 2022, in the second round of qualifying, they did extremely well, and it felt like Vietnam has been an emerging sort of Asian force in like that region, obviously, because in the Asia Cup in 2019 they were beating like teams that are like a little bit bigger than them, and they got to like, I think it was the quarterfinal of the Asia Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was quarterfinal. And then in 2022 qualifying, they got to the third round of qualifying, which I believe was the first time ever. But unfortunately, the third round has proven a little bit too tough, and Vietnam sit at the bottom of their qualifying group, which is a shame because I thought that this could be the turn of Vietnam. They were beating sides that you could probably say that Vietnam would have lost to. But that's the nature of football and the Asian qualifying zone with those big teams like Iran, South Korea, Japan as well, Australia. You're going to have a hard time to break the mould of those bigger teams if you're a smaller team coming through like Vietnam. But they gave it a really good effort, and of course they're going to get knocked out of qualifying, and it's a real shame, but I would have loved to see Vietnam in the next World Cup if they can just develop those players a little bit more. Possibly they could break in there. As for Macedonia, they've also been improving as well. So both sides here have improved massively. Of course, Macedonia, a bit different. They qualified for Euro 2020 and they scored a few goals, but inevitably in that group stage they didn't actually get out the group. It was quite a tough group anyway. I think it was like the Netherlands, Ukraine and Austria. Quite a tough group. But they did score, like Pandev as well was the oldest goal scorer, I think, at the Euros or something like that. He'll be a legend. Well, he already is in Macedonia. And now, of course, they're part of the playoffs for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. What I'm hoping for in this run is around a 16. I'm feeling optimistic about Vietnam. I know what they're capable of. I think the main team we'll probably struggle against is Egypt. I reckon we'll struggle against Egypt so much because I think Egypt are better than Macedonia, even though I said at the start that these two, well, Egypt and Macedonia were going to be the harder teams. Oh, the keeper with a really bad kick. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there, but I steal the ball. And up to this guy who's got it, Lee Con Vin. Go on. Oh, they just didn't have enough time to shoot, but that's Vietnam's first shot, and they could have taken a surprise lead against Macedonia. You have to forgive me if I can't pronounce these Vietnamese players' names. I'm not very good at my pronunciations. Oh, that was close. I say it all the time when I play this game, but the computer is very, very meticulous when it tackles you. It's not like 2010 where like you can get around it. Like it just seems like this one they get away with quite a lot of snap tackles, and we scored anyway. It doesn't matter what I'm saying right now. And Nuchen An, I don't know how to say Ngo. Is that how you say it? Ngo An? I don't know. I'm just ignorant and stupid, obviously. But it's 1-0 to Vietnam. That chance there came out of nowhere because I was getting swarmed towards the end there. Even the goalkeeper came out and got me. But he slides it underneath the keeper just in time. And Vietnam take a shock lead. Well, actually, no. Maybe not a shock lead because I've had most of the shots. Macedonia haven't done anything. Kind of just allowed me to press them constantly and just tried to rely on their defence. And that's the goal. Yep, it came off the goalkeeper. And we score to make it 2-0. How about that? How about this for a first game? Beating a 3-star team like Macedonia. That shot was palmed directly into my path. And if I had missed that, then I would have been a little bit mad. But that was a great take to take it on the half volley. Wow. Oh my god. That was a ridiculous save. Did you see that? Well, obviously you did. You're obviously watching. But you can't just skip something as amazing as this. Look at this. He went for the shot. Bounced off the post. The goalkeeper was clearly like, what the hell? And it went out to him. He pushed it, and I thought that's going in the back of the net. And it hits, well, it doesn't hit the post. It pushes it out. We've definitely got this in the bag, this win. Vietnam have played extremely well. Despite being the underdog, they have done it. They've won their first World Cup match against Macedonia. Thanks to the efforts of the forwards, who I can't pronounce, and I'm not going to embarrass myself by pronouncing their names. So if you look at the table on the right-hand side, Egypt beat Laos 3-1, so me and Egypt are currently leading the group. I'm really hoping our next match is against Laos, because for two reasons. They're the same sort of rating as me, and also they are Vietnam's neighbours, so that would be a great little derby match in a group stage. And look at the form Vietnam have after beating Macedonia. This is the thing, like the form system can be really good, but then in another way it's really bad, because if you lose a game, even if you're a small team like Vietnam and you lose against someone like France, for example, like even if it's just a 1-0, your form will plummet. And it's like, that wouldn't really happen, because in real life Vietnam will probably be really happy with a 1-0 defeat against France. The second match of the group is the biggest one. It's against Egypt. We'll see what happens in this one. Egypt, of course, are one of the stronger African nations that we can play against on this game. But, you know, you never know. Just get a quick goal against them and just defend, and we might be okay. They're actually not playing Mohamed Salah. They're only playing other players, I guess. Probably because back in 2014, Mohamed Salah was... Where was he? He was at Basel, wasn't he, at the time? Oh wait, Egypt had their manager? I never knew that. I never knew that about this game. That's Bob Bradley, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't know that Egypt had their manager. That's a non-qualified team having their manager. That's bizarre. I played this game for years and I never knew that Egypt had their manager. But going back to the main point, obviously Mohamed Salah, he wasn't on this squad. Even on this game, he doesn't even have a proper player. He has a base player sort of thing, if you know what I mean, like a generic character face. It's mental how much. Like, I know it's taken like 6 years or so for Salah to get to this level, but it's mental how he's gone from like a role player at Chelsea and a sub at Chelsea all the way now to being considered one of the best players in the world. I'm hoping that Egypt will lose so that I can have a nice easy cruise to the round of 16. That would be very nice. What are Egypt doing here? They're not doing anything with the ball, and the goalkeeper gets rid of that mistake. Okay, Egypt sliced me open, but that shot wasn't good enough. It was bouncing as it came down, and when he hit it, obviously he hit the floor. Through ball, here comes Vietnam. That's a really good through ball, but the defender got the block on him. I feel I probably should have shot earlier. Oh, stole it from 2 defenders, but for some reason it wouldn't let me go past that guy. And we finally reached half-time. Big midfield battle between these two. A lot of defensive plays, not very exciting. Oh, what a ball! What a ball, and what a chip, and it's a goal for Vietnam! Out of absolutely nothing, Vietnam have scored. That is incredible, especially the chip, and Bob Bradley is super angry, of course. I can't believe they had the manager for Egypt. I'm guessing because they already had the character model from the 2010 game when he was the USA manager. I can't believe that actually went in, because I was like, I'll chip it. But usually when you do anything aerial on this game, like crosses or chip shots, the power bar is really deceiving. Problem is with Vietnam, when we start attacking, our defenders are completely sort of exposed when they go forward. You just got to keep up this defensive pressure on Egypt. Just not let them have anything. Oh, okay, well, we just let that guy go through, and they tapped it in. Who was that? It was Soliman. Oh my god, I tried to stop him, but the guy who was like providing the assist absolutely did 2 of my players, and in the 79th minute, Egypt have equalised, and there we go. Wow, I mean, Vietnam were on the fringe of a really good victory for themselves, but I don't know why that player right next to him couldn't tackle him. Look, number 2, what were you doing on that play? Egypt on the press. Here comes Mohamed Salah. That is actually Salah, by the way. That bold bloke running down the wing, that is Mohamed Salah. I don't know if Salah was bold in 2014, but yeah. The Salah I know and love has curly hair. No, Egypt, please don't, man. Oh my god, that guy did me again, and they just did the same thing again. And El Mohammadi scores in the 90th minute. My defending is so bad when it comes to that situation, when they do the twisty-turny stuff. I hate that so much, but they go absolutely wild in Egypt because they probably won the group now. Look at that, they just did me like 2 times in one play. Well, thanks to a comeback by Egypt, Vietnam lose this game 2-1. It was really annoying how I conceded the 2 goals because it was exactly the same situation. They just did the little like step over stuff and all that, and they tapped it in from the assist like a sweat goal sort of thing. If you look at the table, Laos actually managed to draw against Macedonia, so that might work in my favour because I reckon Egypt could beat Macedonia, and then if we draw against Laos, if we have to draw against Laos, then I'll go through, get our passing up to scratch for the Laos game. I'm hoping that Laos game, secretly, I'm hoping for like a dramatic win or like maybe like a 4-4 draw or something like that. That would be awesome. If I have to get knocked out, if I get knocked out by a single goal, then I'm going to be really annoyed. This is the deciding match against Laos. Couldn't really be a bigger match for Vietnam, really, because it's against their neighbours and they're trying to get through to the next round as well because they got an impressive draw against Macedonia. Here we go then. I've already done a run with Laos. I did it about a year ago on this game. If you want to check it out, it's in the playlist, the same playlist as this video is in. They need a win to go through in this stage. And what a shot and what a goal. I had the angle and I thought I'll go for it. And of course, we got the goal. And Vietnam had taken a 1-0 lead in the 11th minute. It was a very nice goal from, I think it was the right back that hit that one. So Maybe the right back has a really good shot on him. I had the angle, like usually that kind of angle on FIFA, you know it's going to go in. I'm going to shoot before he gets to me and it just rose over the bar. That's what I didn't want. I wanted it into the top corner. There's no score update from the Egypt-Macedonia game. I know that's going to be a close game, but I still feel that Egypt will take that one. So the Macedonia-Egypt game is currently 1-1. I don't know why that didn't come up through the match. I need someone to support me. Like, please. Look, nobody's getting forward. This is the thing. Right, there's that guy. Oh, somehow it made its way over there, and I missed it. I mean, he was under pressure, but the thing is, nobody was going forward, and I had to wait for so long. I was surprised that any defenders actually came over and, like, did anything. Okay, here we go. Go! Oh my god, that was an amazing solo run. We had the defence on strings. Cross that in. That's not a bad cross. That's got to be a free header. It is. The goalkeeper palmed it up in the air, straight to us, and it's 2-0 to Vietnam. And the Vietnamese are in control in this match. Oh wow, that pass was really weird. We got past the goalkeeper and we scored. How did the goalkeeper mess that up? But it's fine. It doesn't matter. And it's 3-0 now. Literally 2 minutes after we scored, we just did a little through ball, and for some reason the goalkeeper couldn't catch the ball out the guy's feet. Like here, look, he just came out and didn't do anything, and I was able to just slide in. Macedonia have taken a late lead against Egypt. What does that mean for the group then? Does that mean that I still go through? Surely it does. And there we are, Vietnam are into the next round thanks to a really comprehensive victory against Laos. I mean, in the first half it wasn't that cut and dry, it was only 1-0, but then we stepped up a gear and got the late 2 goals that we needed to go through. So if you look at the group, Vietnam topped the group with 6 points. Egypt also with 6 points, but their goal difference was slightly worse than mine. And Macedonia just missing out by 2 points, and Laos finishing dead last. So the round of 16, we have Peru versus England. We have Vietnam versus Uruguay. I'll try my best in there, but again, Uruguay are one of the better teams of the game. It's really annoying that I couldn't get a minnow or someone just slightly worse than Uruguay, but we'll give it a really good go. We've got the Netherlands versus Scotland, we have Italy versus Egypt, Poland versus Ireland, Portugal versus Denmark, Germany versus Argentina, and Croatia versus Chad. I feel like Croatia got the best draw in the round of 16 there. Can Vietnam make history here on this match day on the round of 16 of this World Cup? Uruguay versus Vietnam. You could not get a bigger mismatch in football. Already Uruguay are pressing. Cavani, he's going through. Can we please stop this? Oh, they just scored. They just scored immediately with Luis Suarez. And it's not looking good already. It's not looking good already. My defence was really poor. Really, really poor on that play. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm Vietnam or whatever, but Cavani just skipped past us all. And he did that thing again, where they just pass it into the box and just, like, tap it in. I need to get 2 goals to advance in this World Cup. Can we do it, though? Vietnam, they go for the shot. Oh, it just went past the post. How did that even happen? I know that Vietnam may not have the skills to try and beat a team like Uruguay, but they definitely got the heart and the desire. They go for the shot. Very ambitious by Luis Suarez. Down to you. I see Uruguay extremely defensive, and that shot was, well, it was offside for a start, but that was not a good shot. And just barely offside again. Like, this game, like, it's always just, like, offside. That better not be offside. Oh, it is! Oh, my goodness. Go on. That's a bit of luck. Oh, my goodness, the goalkeeper keeps us out. That was a bit of luck. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to actually go for the shot properly. It's been really even as well. If you look at the shots, it's 3-3 on shots. But obviously, Uruguay had the better shot. Come on, please, assist me. Assist me, guys. Like, go forward and actually try and score. Okay, that's come to Vietnam. Okay, it didn't. That was such a weird animation. Do you know what I mean now? Like, I'm not actually, like, moaning about, like, random stuff. Like, that, like, control by that player, if you want to call it control, was horrendous. Over the top. Vietnam. Do you want to shoot when I tell you to? Like, oh my god. Shoot when I tell you to. Oh, that was random. Go on. Oh my god, of course. Of course it does. This is just mental. I pressed the B button, like literally 5 seconds before the goalkeeper came out, just to try and get a decent shot off. And of course, it was like, nah. It's like, thanks. This is another chance. Another one. Yes! Come on! Yes! 90th minute, and it's 1-1. Oh my god, that is just ridiculous. Oh, we left it late, but we equalised, and we have a chance now. We have a really, really good chance to try and get into the quarter-final. And it's extra time. We could probably, if we're lucky, have them on penalties. Just try and get it out of your half if you can. Headed. And there's no one really on the wings. And I think we might have messed up a little bit. Goalkeeper! I can't believe that. I didn't even send my goalkeeper out. You knew I was controlling the player that was going towards them. And the computer-controlled goalkeeper basically gave away a penalty. How convenient. Oh my god, really? Oh, it's so frustrating. It's one of the most frustrating things in the world. Like, it really is. Because I was thinking to myself, yeah, get this to penalties, try and drag it out. But now my players are tired, like super tired. They're not going to bother, are they? Always a defender there, dude. Always a defender. And the referee's like, nope, game over, screw you. Honestly, I wasn't sending the goalkeeper out on that play where he gave away the penalty. I really wasn't. There is no way in this planet that I would actually consider sending the goalkeeper out when Cavani or whoever it was going for on goal. There's no way, because I know that the computer would have just slotted it in from that position. It's just, I really felt that Vietnam could have like squeezed their way out of that game if I got to penalties. But at least it was a close game, and I made it close by scoring, and we were really unfortunate. So we got eliminated, so we're going to find out who won this World Cup. Let's have a look. Probably one of the bigger teams. Yeah, it was England against the Netherlands 2-0, and Croatia won the third place playoff 1-0 against Portugal. So that was your World Cup with Vietnam. I was slightly disappointed at the ending of that World Cup because I felt like, yet again, I failed at trying to get past the round of 16 with a minnow, like we just did with, what was it? Was it Malta or Eritrea? I can't remember. But yeah, no, I feel like I failed a little bit. But if you did enjoy this run with Vietnam, then consider liking and subscribing. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.